pain, unexplained. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me.
Hello everybody, I just want to say today is a good day to have a good day. I'm back with another 5-day trip. I am sitting in Baltimore right now. I have a 3-hour sit. I just deadheaded up from Atlanta, and then I go to JFK, sit for 2 hours, and then I end up in Buffalo again. And I'm done late tonight, about 11 o'clock, but tomorrow's a late finish. Yesterday I planted my garden, so we're going to pray and hope everything works out like it did last year, and I have bountiful fruits and vegetables for this summer. And I'm going to check on my bed to make sure I have everything the way that I want it for my schedule next month. And I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Buffalo. So I've made it here to Buffalo finally. Today was super easy, very uneventful, just the 5-hour sits in between each flight. That was really it, but you know, I passed the time with doing work on the computer and everything like that. My flying partner, when we got to JFK, I was telling her, hey, we're switching planes, because all I saw her take off the plane was a tote bag. So she told me that somebody took her bag while we were sitting in Baltimore. And so she had to go buy new, like just some stuff to carry, you know, to have like toothbrush, toothpaste, you know, feminine products, because somebody took her bag by accident and they're supposed to be shipping it here for her. So she'll have it tomorrow. My thighs, well, not my thighs, but my hamstrings are burning from yesterday, digging trenches and things for my garden and stuff like that. So I have to stretch really, really well tonight before I go to sleep, because I'm pretty sure I'll start cramping up later on, and I'm gonna go downstairs and work out since the gym is 24 hours. We have a 5:06 van in the evening, so I have a long time here. I'm gonna get up and go eat breakfast in the morning, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Good evening, everybody. Today's day 2. Pretty productive day today. I actually got up, I worked out once today already. And I did that partially because we end tonight in Toronto really late. So I don't know if their gym is gonna be 24 hours, but if it is, I'll work out again once I get there. But tonight's only like a 12-hour layover, so I don't have a long layover in Toronto. Also, I stretch at least about 20 minutes a day. Also stretch during flight in the galley sometimes, because like I said, I'm stretching a lot more now because my thighs are really, really tight from, not my thighs, but my hamstrings are tight from working in the garden on my off days. So, you know, it is what it is. Just one of those things, you just have to keep stretching it in order for it to feel a little bit better. So, but other than that, like I said, today's a 2-leg day. Go from Buffalo to JFK to Toronto, and I'm done. Pretty easy. And I have like an 1.5-hour sit in between, so it is what it is. But I'm getting ready to get down and catch this van, and I'll see you guys once I get to Toronto. So I finally made it here to Toronto. It is 1:07 in the morning. We landed at 11:30. The reason why I've said this before, why I don't like laying over here in Toronto, is because the van only runs every 30 minutes. So it runs every half hour. So if you miss it, which when we finally deplaned, it was going on 12 o'clock. So we haven't even got off the plane yet. And we wouldn't have got cleared through customs until, you know, later on. But anyways, I couldn't swap it out because this trip is going through New York. So it's kind of hard to swap out to where it end in Atlanta. So I couldn't do that, but you know, it is what it is. Got to roll with the punches and deal with it. But that's the one reason why I try to avoid Toronto, especially late at night flights like this, because now tomorrow I have a 10 o'clock van. So we leave and I have to report at 10:55. So, you know, one of those things that you got to deal with. But today's flight was very uneventful. Canada is the and flight. Everybody on the flight asked for like water, coffee, and can I have this and can I have that? One guy, a lot of people ask for three things. They want coffee, tea, and water. Now, usually I don't do that. I just say, hey, you can get coffee, tea, and water. You have to choose between two because it's not fair to everybody that's towards the back of the plane. If I'm keep giving that out to, I'll have no problem coming back to give that to you if you still want it. But it's just not fair to the people that's towards the back of the plane that I run out of stuff because I gave everybody that. Now I come back to you and if, you know, and ask, do you still want the tea or do you still want the coffee? And then I'll give it to them. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to wind down. The gym is open, but like I said, I worked out earlier today because this was a late flight. I'm not sleepy, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'll see you guys tomorrow morning once I get up for day 3. How y'all doing this morning? Didn't get a lot of rest last night because of the time we got in and how long it took me to actually wind down and having to get up to go to catch my van, basically. Today's Good Friday, so hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. And today's another 2-leg day, supposed to be easy day. According to the weather report, there's no weather in New York. So I go from Toronto to LaGuardia, sit for about an hour and a half, and then I end up in Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina tonight. I got up and ate breakfast today. And I don't know if a lot of people know, if you travel out of the country, a lot of stuff that we have here, well, I have in the United States tastes a lot different. Like I had some hash browns this morning because I didn't want any bacon, eggs, or biscuits. So I put the ketchup on my hash browns and I was like, dang, this tastes more tomato-y than, you know, ketchup back home. But I think it's because they don't put high fructose corn syrup in their things. Like I noticed that when I go to other countries and have like sodas or something, it's a lot less sugary than what's here in the United States, which that could, you know, it doesn't taste bad. I want everybody to, I'm not saying that it tastes bad. You could just tell the difference in the taste in the different foods when you go to other places versus back home in the United States. But other than that, I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes. And I'll see you guys once I get to Greenville this evening. Hello everybody, so I made it here to Greenville this evening. Today's flights were very uneventful. Nothing actually happened. With the exception of we almost got delayed a little bit. Well, technically we were delayed in Toronto because they told us to wait because a lot of people hung up at TSA trying to get through because it was a long line. So we was maybe about 40 minutes and we still ended up making it to New York on time to catch our flight here to Greenville, Spartanburg. But other than that, I'm finna go work out. I'm gonna call it a night early tonight because I'm sleepy because I didn't get much rest last night because I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for day 4. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 4. It's a 2-leg day. I go from Greenville, Spartanburg to Detroit to Knoxville, and then I'm done by 12 o'clock, I believe. Today also, my schedules come out and I'll see what I have for May. Hopefully I got everything that I bid for. And I'll be off in time once we're able to officially drop, so I can try to drop something just in case, you know. Our company said it might be harder to drop this time around because we've had a lot of people leave and go to other mainline companies. So we've been losing a lot of people to, you know, other mainline, which is understandable, you know. But hopefully I got what I bid for and I don't have to really drop anything, maybe just swap some things around if I don't like the trip or not. But I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Knoxville. Made it here to Knoxville. Today's flights were very uneventful. It's going a little bit after 12, got my schedule. I did get the day off that I wanted to, which was because it's my daughter's graduation from middle school to high school, whatever. And today my son had his first baseball game, you know, it's a league for special needs children and adults. So it's not just for children, it's for children and adults, you know, kind of get him. This is his second year playing baseball. You know, it's one of those things we wanted him to be socially active with other kids versus being isolated, and just get him in an environment of finding something that he likes to do. Also, a passenger today gave us this. It came with a Dr. Teal's moisturizing, I'm assuming it's lotion. It's cocoa butter, some hand sanitizer, some Skittles, 3 Musketeers, some Snickers, and yeah, you know, some passengers are really, really nice to give us things like that. Also, I want to ask you something. You know, you're working in the South. If a passenger asks you for what type of beverage, you know, and we don't have this beverage, but just tell me, what do you think the beverage was? I'm gonna give you a minute. So I had several passengers ask me for iced tea. Now, granted, we possibly could make the tea, iced tea. If I give them a tea packet and a cup of ice and a bunch of sugar, they could possibly make the iced tea themselves. But a lot of people don't want to do all that because that's just going to be too much work to do for them to make some iced tea. But I just think it's funny that I like every time, at least working in the South, at least one person always asks for iced tea. But I am going to go work out and then take a nap, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for day 5. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day. Sorry I didn't talk to y'all this morning. I'm already here at the plane. But today is just a 3-leg day. I go from Knoxville to LaGuardia to Nashville, deadhead home from Nashville, and then I'm done by 3 o'clock-ish, a little bit. I did get my schedule, got everything that I wanted, dropped some things, and I'm going to add some things because I'm trying to work as much as possible in May, because I know in June I'm trying to drop so I can take some trips since a lot of places are open back up. But I'm gonna hold off on that a little bit longer to wait for things to drop into open time. You know, some people might be leaving the company, so therefore some more stuff might be dropping in open time. So I don't want to get overzealous and pick up something when I could have picked up something a little bit better had I waited. But I'm gonna get ready and pre-flight the plane, and I'll see you guys once I get home to close out the video. So I made it here to my car. Today's flights were very uneventful. I'm done with this 5-day. I have 3 days off, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of these 3 days. It's starting to rain right now, so I'm going to try to make it home before it starts raining really hard, because as opposed to in a few more minutes here. Happy Easter to everyone if you celebrate Easter. So I want to say happy Easter to everybody. And yeah, I'm finna get ready and go home and eat some dinner, and I'm calling it a day. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.
Babe.